Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Denver Broncos. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Right slow, travel. Check 24, check 24. Hey, switch. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Second and 13. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Hey, watch that, watch that. 25, check 25, check 25.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
2nd and 10. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Wentz. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw again on second down. Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
They're running it. Hey, check, right 56. Go. Hey, Delta.
Now Wentz on third down. And he's going to go down again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Tight dog. Rush in. Sponge.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check 49. Check 49. Go. Bang.
He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's got Smith here. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 3. No. Rotate. Trump. Go. Get it. Hey. Check 99. Check. Lucky.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's get that ball right here. Mike's 59. Hey, I'm coming after you. Yo,
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gray. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Mike, check. 59. Here we go. Mike's 5'9". Echo. Go. Out. Squeeze. Check 6 guys.
They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
59, Mike is dead, yeah. 59. What we got? Will. Shit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
SOS. Check 24. Check 50. Check 50.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the ship. 53 is the mic. Let's go. Go. Check 24.
They'll drop the throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Just like that. At 25.
Hey, Haywood.
Johnson on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
The tackle made back at the 37.
Sunday.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception.
Mike 5'9". You bet. What? Be afraid of me.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Blue down. Check the backer. Watch the twist.
He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gray. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Watch safety.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
53, Mike. Hey, watch the twist, watch the ball. He's checking.
Back to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got it complete to Perkins.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Wentz throwing complete to Arcega-Whiteside. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Eagles.
Here we go. Back. Waiting.
Double dog. That's the way.
81.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That one goes for 24 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Broncos' 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
57's Mike.
Hey, team 6.
57.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This from 44 yards away. And Elliott puts this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the 2nd half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Wentz to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. It's caught by Aguilar. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that could alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check 9, check 9.
They'll set up to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Heavy on the edges. Undercut. Undercut. What? Come. Say, go. Say.
2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Wentz going to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 47-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another first and 10. Throwing his Wentz. He finds his man Johnson. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 42-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. To throw, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. They go to Johnson again. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go. 180.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Wentz now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. Let's go. Great. Slam.
Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Wentz again. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Now Newsome. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go. Pac-Man. Sweetie!
Let's go.
Now Wentz. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Kyle Van Noy in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. And the kick by Elliott is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tight right. Hey, four down. 59's Mike. Check, 59.
Hey, let's get in them high weapon.
Watch twist. Jam. Switch it.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hey, let's get there. Go. 59, Mike. Mike is through. Mike to 59. Hey, go. We taking it.
Kill. Hatchet.
Now back to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Fielded just inside the 30. Call that a 48-yard punt, and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, In the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Mike's 59. Hey, I'm coming. Look, Smoke. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Mike, check. 59.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throw left side complete. It's Gray. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
59, Mike. Check. 59. We own this.
They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Give me some. Please. Go. 10. Let's go.
Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. They're all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Hey, boys, go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Now Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. So So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Now they'll run it on the toss. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on third down. He'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it, as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.